more skilled than any receiver on the team, making him the safety net all year long. Brooke Cromer from the Draft Network here to give you my fantasy targets heading into the 2022 NFL season. Starting with the running back of the Buffalo Bills, James Cook. Cook is one of the younger guys I'm targeting in my draft. He would be a great second back for your team as he will most likely be used as a pass game weapon out of the backfield. This is great when you realize the Bills threw on 64% of their plays in close games. Cook will probably see a lot of these plays and will have the opportunity to also contribute on early downs. With Devin Singletary due to hit free agency in 2022 and Zach Moss slightly buried, Cook could possibly claim a lot of the work out of the backfield pretty early in the season. This one won't come as much of a surprise as Tom Brady makes his return from retirement. I am definitely targeting his favorite target, Mike Evans. Evans is an Aggie like me, so obviously I love him, but he has also recorded 8 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons in the NFL, and he's been a fantasy wide receiver 2 or better every year of his career. And with Chris Godwin most likely on the IR or the PUP list heading into the season, Gronk may be retiring and AB gone, the passing attack will be in the hands of Evan, Fournette, and Russell Gage. That is it. So at all costs, get Mike Evans on your roster. I cannot stress this enough. The trade that sent Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals may have been the best blessing for Arizona. Even before the DeAndre Hopkins suspension news, Marquise Brown was looking like a good value. Now he's a must-have receiver. For the first 6 games, Brown will be Murray's #1 target, and after that, I'm sure his production won't be going anywhere. He'll catch a couple of bombs for touchdowns, have a couple standout weeks for sure, so a great addition to your wide receiver core on fantasy this season. Even through the blockbuster trade of Russell Wilson and Drew Lock, I still think there is value in picking up wide receiver DK Metcalf. He will be a clear top target for Lock, and once you look at the stats, you'll realize Metcalf doesn't need an elite quarterback to stand out in a crowd. He averaged higher points per game with Geno Smith at 17.2 per game than Russell Wilson at 13.9. And he's more skilled than any receiver on the team, making him the safety net all year long. He has 75 receptions and 12 touchdowns last year. Expect a lot of targets, a lot of big plays, and tons of points added to your fantasy team week in and week out from DK Metcalf. There were many weeks last year that I leaned on Commanders receiver Terry McLaurin in my daily fantasy, and I will be doing that again for all of my fantasy teams this season. McLaurin was targeted 93 times, 134, and 130 times in the past 3 seasons. Even with a subpar quarterback in Carson Wentz, it's at least a minor upgrade from last year's Heineke. With his production last year still being impressive with a mediocre quarterback, I can only think this year will be even better. He doesn't have much competition in the receiver room, just rookie Jahan Dotson, really. So expect a lot of targets headed McLaurin's way. What are your thoughts on my players to target? Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. For the Draft Network, I'm Brooke Cromer.